Welcome to the Resh Life Season 2, Episode 4.
4. We got 4 in that about already?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Wow.
We moving right along. Moving right along.
Yes.
So how you feeling, my darling?
I am feeling good. My name is Cheryl Flagg, and this is my handsome husband.
Michael Flagg.
And today's episode and every daggone episode is brought to you by Resh Products.
Mm-hmm.
And you can view them at rashproducts.com and Resh Salon and Spa. And you can check us out at myresh.com.
Resh, the 20th letter in the Hebrew alphabet. It means the head. Brilliant idea, the beginning.
And first.
And first.
Yes.
And we are all those wrapped up in one.
Wrapped up in one.
Just thought we'd let you know. So, we do a little bit of dropping some value on these episodes.
Yeah, we want.
And we got a little.
We're going to get into some stuff tonight.
Yeah. Let's get it.
We got a good little lineup here.
We sure do. Sure do.
I'm going to have to give me some custom earphones, though.
Those are earphones that you picked out?
I know, but I wasn't thinking about, like, when I'm wearing earrings and blings and things.
Oh.
And I wasn't thinking about my hair. Like, who would have... I just didn't take that into consideration when purchasing headphones, that I got to think about my hairstyle and my earrings.
Yeah.
But now I know. The more you know, right?
The more you know.
All right. So we're going to kick it off with what's happening.
Oh, so you can hear?
Hey,
oh, good money. Good money.
Oh, Brian. Hey, Marissa, how are you? Thanks for joining us. All right, let's get into what's happening.
What is happening?
This week.
This week.
Oh, you're not watching the news? You're going to get new now, not watching the news? Before, you used to be ready to, like, you know, when the boy was in office, you jump on here, you ready to dive right into all the hot topics and all of that stuff. Can we say hot topics? Because Wendy had that trademark. Sorry, Wendy. But, yeah. I mean, you usually want to jump right in with all the news and everything. Now you looking at me talk about, you want to go ahead and talk about, no. What you got?
Well, Joe has bought some kindness and...
Who is Joe?
Oh, I'm sorry. See, we're from Wilmington.
No, we're not.
I mean, not from Wilmington.
Who's okay. Joe?
Presidential elect Joe Biden.
No. What? Were you dipping in the Hennessy before I got here?
Well,
he is not elect. He is
president.
The president
I'm sorry.
of the United
The president of the United States, Joe Biden. I'm sorry.
I have to adjust these.
That means he's elect.
No, that means before he got into office, he was president-elect.
No,
he won now. He is the president of the United States.
Whatever it is. He's
remove
yes.
Remove the elect.
He actually has me watching a little less news. and that's pretty much how it goes now.
Oh, because Joe, he in there taking it easy.
Now I did hear that again Atlanta was responsible for passing this stimulus bill.
Yes.
Kamala Harris had to be the deciding factor.
Yes.
And
yes.
We're about to mail them checks out.
Yes. Can we get a hand clap for that?
Oh man.
Can we get a hand clap for the checks? All right. Yes. I mean, but they hit the ground running. They got in and they started working like immediately. And everything's good over there with your headphones?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All these headphone issues tonight. Let's stay focused.
Stay focused.
Yes. But they have been working diligently. Yeah. You know, since before they won.
And they're bringing like a calmness back into the atmosphere where I guess I don't have to want to watch.
Worried
be so worried. You're not on edge all the time.
Right. You can actually just, you know, breathe a little bit and, you know, just kind of let the like come out, you know?
Yeah.
Because that was some craziness we were every day. It was something crazy every single day.
Yeah, it sure was.
So, yeah, I mean...
All right, well, you know what? We're going to have to cut this part short because we're going to...
Our special guest already?
Guests coming on.
I'm excited. I'm excited
So
about this.
what I
Is
want to
our
do
first
is,
couple that we're having on the show.
tell them about it, baby.
Yes, we're gonna get into some black love and entrepreneurship
Mm-hmm.
coming
Mm-hmm.
on to the stage. It is Ty and Dustin Cooper. Hi. How y'all doing?
Now, T, I remember backstage we were actually.
The echoing is really bad, baby.
Man.
At all.
How about now?
We can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, the sound guy, man, we need to pay him some more. We need to pay him some more. I remember we were backstage and I was at this hair show and we was doing like probably like 20 models. So we had like 4 or 5 hairstylists, couple assistants, and I was looking around for the makeup artist because I was wondering, like, I know it was gonna be a whole team. And I looked and I seen you and I was like, is that the only one? Is that all?
Little old me.
Little old you. But
Ready to work.
by half the day was over, you had kicked out all the models and it was flawless. And I was like, oh, she bad.
He was talking about you. He was like, babe, it was his makeup artist at the show. She was bad.
Oh, yeah. I don't even remember looking up, to be honest with you, because it was about 20 models.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody needed to be done like by a certain time. And it was crazy. But yeah, that was our first memory together. Unfortunately, I went to the hotel room after that, and I crashed. Like I don't think I did that many models ever in my life.
Yeah. That was crazy. But I knew you was on point then. I knew you was on point. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that was what they call it. I felt like I was being played.
That's cool. But now there's no shows. Everything is on pause. What you been up to? Because I see you've been doing a lot of things. So why don't you tell the people what you've been up to?
Definitely. I've had to pivot, quite a bit because, in the makeup, and I know definitely with, you being a stylist and you also have hair products, but I had to pivot in that way too, where I had to launch cosmetics. It was always there, but I was always kind of just reluctant to do it because, being a creative or being an artist, we're sensitive about our itch.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
When we put something out, like it had to be right. So, it just allowed this pandemic for us to just sit back and just let God kind of minister to us and speak to us, and we take action on those things. So that's all I've been doing. We've been grinding.
That's what's up.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Nice.
So you have a nonprofit organization too that cause is amazing. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So sounds like y'all did some research. Like, I'm like, appreciate that, sis. Yeah. So back in 2014, I curated a nonprofit organization because, as Michael stated, when I was in the game or as a makeup artist in Florida, it was really bad where they started to, you go to any shop and those shops were creating like these flesh-eating bacteria diseases on people's faces, and it was just really, really bad with, especially as it relates to makeup artists. You don't have to be licensed in some states. So, I had already went to school. I have a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degree. But when I went to school to be a makeup artist, it was no funding. It was no scholarship. Like it was all loans. Like the government, they don't really provide us any scholarships for us obtaining cosmetology license or makeup license. And so I saw that need and I was like, man, I had to pay out of my pocket. But thankfully, we have careers, so I could fund it. But I seen that need and was like, no, we need to give back funds to those stylists, makeup artists, nail techs, like barbers, everybody in the industry, because the government doesn't do it for us. So that's when I created the High View Tea Party, which is a tea party. We get together, especially after COVID. But everything about it, we just collect a lot of funds and we provide scholarships to beauty students. And we just give back, try to anyways. And my honey, he does it undercover, like he do it behind the scenes. He like,
hey, let's clap it up. Where's the clap button at? Where's the clap
button? Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Man. And you're also a contributing beauty editor on Rolling Out, right?
Yeah. I've been with Rolling Out now for about 3 years. And I do quite a bit of things with them. I do some business consulting with them. I'm also a regional HR exec at a large beverage company. So yeah, I do some business consulting with them on top of like beauty editing and being a host on their AM wake up call too. So on their talk show that they now have. So that is really exciting. I get to dive a little bit, into the beauty world of cosmetics, talking, hosting, educating,
doing it all.
Trying to be like y'all.
Honey, no, you are wearing the crown, honey, and it's so befitting. You are wearing the crown. Yes. Kudos to you.
And I love the love. I know y'all been together 14 years.
14 years.
But how long did it take you to master
They've been married 14 years.
Married 14 years. I'm sorry. How long did it take you to master that AirBandB market, bro? Because I know it's hot right now.
Wait a minute, how y'all know about that?
Whoa. We interviewing now.
Oh my God. That's a secret. Look,
she said, wait, y'all got too much information.
Right. It was funny how that started, and I'm going to let Dustin talk about it, but really, y'all, one day, he had took me on a birthday trip, and I didn't like the birthday trip.
Yeah, she didn't like the place we went.
Where'd you go?
We went to Savannah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we went to Savannah. It was. You know how Savannah is. It's for the place, so she didn't enjoy it too much.
They got sweet tea. They got sweet tea though.
That wasn't enough. Wasn't enough.
Yeah, I didn't. And I tried. I showed what I really did. I was like,
listen, baby. We had one of those trips too. So we had one of those. What are we doing here?
What we doing here? Okay, I know it's COVID, but I don't know. So it was for my birthday, and we went. And on the way back, I think he kind of picked it up because I tried, being married. He did something really sweet and nice, and oh Jesus, I was like, oh yeah.
She was cool.
He was like, he surprised me, and we went. It was actually in Buckhead in Atlanta.
Yeah, and I actually booked it while we were driving back from Savannah on the road because I knew that she didn't really enjoy the trip. So I started trying to book something on my phone to kind of make up for it.
So I was totally surprised. But anyways, long story short, when we got to the room, y'all know how they have like the floor to ceiling like windows? Where it's just glass, and so we were able to just like see the whole city.
Wow!
And when we were looking out at the city, I just said, "Man, one day, I just wish to have like a condo in the city, like a condo in like some. I want a condo downtown Atlanta, Peachtree Street. That's what I said in my dream. And didn't know that like that weekend, he was like, "Let's go. I got this realtor." Y'all, we didn't even know the realtor. He was like, "Got this realtor. Let's go and look at this place." And I was like, "I don't know what kind of place we going to look at. All right, whatever. We already in a place, but okay." So we went, and the rest is history. So we can talk about it from there.
Yeah. So I found the realtor on Zillow, and when I found the realtor, I was like, I just wanted to find a place that we could purchase, but also use as an Airbnb, so we could use it to supplement the cost of the property.
Nice.
And so the realtor, she showed us some Airbnbs, and after she found out that the Airbnb was on Peachtree Street, that was it. We were all in after that.
Yeah, he was like, "Happy birthday!"
Nice.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It's my birthday.
Like the whole
Nice. Good money.
And that's winning.
That's winning.
Yes. Good job, husband. Yes. We got some good men, sis, don't we? Yes.
I love that power couple ring, y'all. I love that. That's power couple stuff right there.
That's
good money.
amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we're gonna shout out your brand when we get off of here, though. But tell everybody where we can find you at.
Say that again.
Tell everybody where we can find you at.
Oh, you mean the IG?
Uh-huh.
So our IG is Coop.
Yeah, I'm Coop the Investor.
Coop the Investor. My IG is Ty Cooper, common spelling TIE Cooper, and our company is
Cooper Investment Group.
Cooper Investment Group, and we call it CIG, where he's the head honcho. I'm the talkative one, of course, but he's the business one. He makes sure we have all these investments and stuff put together pretty good.
Okay.
No, I wanted to know more about that, the investment side.
The Airbnb, yeah. So the Airbnb, to be honest with you, I didn't know we were flipping into an Airbnb, because typically with Airbnbs, people do it differently. And in Atlanta, we had always heard that people will go to an apartment, they will lease an apartment, right, for maybe like a year. And they'll negotiate and do like a deal with whoever the landlord was. And they'll say, okay, we want this apartment to be an Airbnb. Let's say it's $1,200. Well, they'll give them like $1,500 to turn that apartment into an Airbnb. Well, we did it differently, where he bought a condo, and it is our property. One is prime real estate because it's in the middle of downtown and it's walking distance to everything. So he was like, whether we turn it into an Airbnb or we just have it as our property and flip, like, we'll do either one. But thankfully, the one that we got into a bidding war because it was completely renovated. Like, it was almost brand new. And so whenever we started it, it was our first one at the time, which was August of 2020. So the first month, or I would say,
wait, like there's more?
The first day when we put it on Airbnb, we were like, oh Lord, ain't nobody gonna buy it. Oh Jesus, oh Lord, we gonna lose this money. And we bought the property, like we were just all in. Right. And y'all, like in a matter of maybe like an hour.
Like 5 minutes.
What?
We posted it.
Are you serious? So y'all have multiple properties?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah. When the first one hit, oh
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, Coop, I'm gonna talk to you offline about this because I need to hear more.
Okay.
I need to hear more. But thanks for coming out and devoting your own Saturday night to the Resh Life podcast.
Yes. We gotta hear more from you guys. So looking forward to it, and continue blessings to you both.
Yeah.
You too.
All right, now you have a great night.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Share this wealth and all of that, at least the wealth that we're trying to obtain, and pass it down to generations to come. And we really just started like getting into a lot of this stuff like Airbnb and
Turo.
And Turo is, oh my God, we got to tell y'all about Turo too, because it's almost just as profitable as an Airbnb.
Wow.
You're just using your car. So,
Shelly and Al is doing that. Yes, my sister and them, they live in Florida, and they're This was so good.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so
All right,
much.
now. Have a great one.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
Bye. We're gonna get into like the business segment too, because we have to shout out a couple of Black-owned businesses.
Well, you want to do that now, or because
Yeah,
we never really got.
Oh, you want to go back to what's happening? You want to finish your news segment?
Well, it's really. Do I really want to call it a news segment, or should I just say? Well, you know what? Let me start off by apologizing. I apologize because I told our youngest daughter that she came to me and asked me about what I thought about her going to nail school.
And I'm gonna say I know what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna ask you to just watch your descriptives.
Yes.
Please. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
And I told her, because I wanted her to do hair, I told her it probably wouldn't be a wise decision because, I mean, the nail industry is flooded. And I didn't know I kind of crushed her dream. I thought I was kind of...
Well, when you told me that, I definitely had an issue. I had a problem with that. And I told you how I felt about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, no, you basically need to go back and you need to go make that right.
Yeah.
And
well, so then I can take responsibility on the school and...
No. That's bullshit. That is not how that goes, sir.
Well, our youngest went to school, graduated, and she's come back to the fold. Because now I didn't think any of them was
she did it like she went and then COVID came and she was diligent. She was serious. So
yes.
She was like, I'm going to go and finish.
Yeah.
And she did.
And
I want to get into and unpack a little bit of what you was telling her. Yeah. About why you didn't think it was a good idea. It's the Resh Life, baby.
Well, before Black Lives Matter, you got a little too.
I got some lipstick. All right, I'll get that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
get
before
into
Black
that.
Lives Matter movement came, I had in my my thinking, because I've been in the beauty industry for over 10 years.
10 times 10 times.
Yeah. In my limited thinking, I thought only Asian women did nails. Now, I knew it was a couple Black women that did nails in Wilmington, but as far as the market was concerned, I thought that only Asian women did nails.
Right.
And my daughter is out to prove me wrong.
And
I'm gonna go with it.
You gonna have to be.
I'm gonna have to be. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm happy to be. But she's actually.
She came to us and she was like, this is, I thought it out. She had a whole. I was impressed because she had a whole it was like she gave some thought before she came to us. Like, this is what I want to do. She was like, I basically don't want y'all just giving me anything. Like, I understand that this can, be easy for me because I'm here with you guys, but I'm willing to put the work in. Yeah. That's pretty much how she came. And I mean,
I'm actually trying to hold back my happiness because I
don't
actually
know why.
I see her in there.
Let that shit out, babe.
And I'm just like, yo, this is
Let it out.
This is crazy. So I'm gonna just go ahead.
No, have your proud dad moment.
And we're gonna do a toast.
Yes,
to that
cheers
right
to family. Everybody that knows us know that we are what they call nowadays a blended family. Mm-hmm. And our road, the journey hasn't always been easy. So to be here now and to look at the relationships that we're in the salon next week. Oh, you gotta cut it back off.
Yes.
And then you gotta hit it again.
It don't cut off itself.
All right.
That's good.
Yes.
You know what the button is now.
Yes, you know what the button is. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So I'm super proud. I'm super happy. I'm elated. And it just, I told you the other day when I was leaving out, she was like, Mom, I really appreciate you. And that just was like, oh, okay, all right. Because this shit ain't been easy all the time, but this is greatness. This is greatness. We are blessed.
Yep.
It's all right. I know you was down here in the Henny before I came down here.
Listen, I just started this. This is just open.
Yeah, but it looked like you You've been working a little bit.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, if Brother Bear is on here watching, I'm having a spicy margarita for you, Brother Bear. He knows why.
Okay.
Tonight, we want to shout out our nephew AJ Cal. He has the tobacco outlet.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the Four Seasons tobacco outlet. This is a young black king that stepped out on faith and opened his business in the midst of the pandemic.
In time of turmoil.
What?
Yeah, right.
And he is grinding and he is making it happen. And I have been there and it's just greatness. It's just having like a store in your community. You know, I mean, I think we all pretty much had one of those growing up.
Yep.
And it just gives you that sense of stability in your community when you have like a staple store that you can just go to and, you know, get everything. I mean, everything.
And they know your name.
Yeah, and they know your name.
You know what I mean? It's like
You know what I mean?
relationships. And his whole family works in there.
What?
And
The
they
whole-
all dug in deep
Yes.
and they round the clock.
Yes.
It's a nice
It's just
establishment.
it's
I love
great.
that.
It's greatness. Yes. So follow them on Instagram too. Four Seasons Tobacco Outlet, and their Instagram handle is at FS as in Sam Tobacco. Follow them on Instagram and show them some love. Yes. Okay, real quick. I'm gonna take them off for a second.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, y'all like those earrings right there? Yeah, that's that Resh blue going on right there.
I see you.
That's right.
I see you.
My earrings are from a black-owned business, and it's called Choked. On Instagram, it's at Choked, and it's CHO, but it's the number O, KED. Search them on Instagram. She has a bunch of like fabulous accessories, and they are all handmade.
Wow.
So check them out.
Good money.
My
And that
earrings.
actually looks fire.
Thank you. You know I like yellow too. So
Nice.
yes. I'm gonna go ahead and mess my hair back up with this.
Good money.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. In that same segment, messing up like their seat at the table, whatever. That's linked to like your role, and then your role is linked to knowing your worth.
Word.
Yes, knowing your worth. So,
Right. It's so important because that's what gives you your power, knowing your worth. If you can actually vision, there was probably like 1 million little sperms from your pop's nutsack.
where take this glass.
No, but that's how many that you had to compete with, and you were the one out of all those millions. You were the one that made it.
That made it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like where you're going with this, but that was a hell of a.
I know. But I want to give you a vision how
I got it.
how no one could be like you. No one is designed like you're designed, and the fact that no one's like you, you can actually dig into yourself and find yourself and walk in light. But so many people they don't think they deserve it. So if you don't think you deserve it, that's strike one.
So what are some reasons why you might think that you don't deserve it? Like, what would make you even feel like you don't deserve it?
Then I talk to a lot of guests every day. I mean, because I'm a hairstylist, but I like to bounce stuff off of them. But I usually when I'm talking, I'm starting with the inner reflect because I know what I do. So one of the biggest things is feeling guilty.
That's good.
Yeah, like it's a thing where you want to be abundant and you want to preach abundance. You want to show people how to be abundant, but you sometimes feel guilty because you might have it down packed, but the people around you might not have dug in, and they're sitting there taking account of what you're doing. And it's draining because you got to pump yourself and come into the room before you come into the room because they can drain you because I don't want to say it's jealousy all the time, but they just haven't tapped into their own shit. But instead of you coming into the room and basically letting them dictate what the hell's going on, you have to have the power to basically uplift them because you've mastered it.
That's good.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And they can actually, and it's not your fault. It's pretty much your relationships with the people around you. If they just haven't mastered their abundance yet, then they can try to look at you, and you got to be able to just walk through that and shine.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things it's hard to deal with sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I think that in knowing your worth, you have to make yourself valuable, and whatever that means to you. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times people want to say, well, you got to be successful. You got to be successful. But I think being valuable is more than being successful. And when you know your worth, you really work on, becoming valuable. Because when you're valuable, you bring in a whole nother game to the table.
Right.
That's like you. Hey, you can't bring what I'm bringing.
Exactly.
You can bring what you're bringing, and we might be doing the same thing. But this value that I have right here, it's going to be hard for you to want to let go of it. So you have to make yourself valuable. And when you become valuable, then you become almost like implanted in whatever situation, that you're in. So I definitely, I think naturally we all still sometimes question, our worth because of whatever. You might just be having a bad day or stressed the hell out over something, and you might feel like, well, I'm not worthy enough for this or whatever. I mean, that doesn't mean you got to stay there.
Right.
So once you know, you can fall back a little bit, but you got to pick yourself back up and get back in the game.
You have to develop a system to where once you notice yourself going down a narrow path that you don't want to be in, you have to be able to stop yourself instantly and refresh yourself. Yes. It might have to be daily, but you have to develop a system, whether it be say something funny to yourself or sometimes when I used to go on stage, I used to be a little nervous, and I told you,
yeah,
I linked up with a time where I was having a great time, and before I go on out, I'm like, boom, guess who stepped in the room, and I can then I know I'm about to go on stage. I can feel it.
It's like a mantra.
Yes,
it's mantra. Like,
exactly.
This is what I got to do to get myself out of that headspace and into the headspace that I need to be in because I know my worth.
Yes, that's
so it. I can't show up with what's behind there.
Right.
I got the boom. Yes, stand in the room and jump on into this thing.
And you can't worry about what no one else is doing.
That's right.
You can't worry about how nobody else is feeling. You have to pretty much project your light so bright that
it outshines.
Exactly.
Anything around you.
Every time. And that's just word.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. That's a beautiful word right there.
That's good money.
Yes. Everybody need to know their worth. And don't compare, where you are in your journey and finding out what your worth is to somebody else. Because that'll go ahead and just set you all the way back.
Yeah.
You got to realize that, like I said earlier, you're going to be different no matter what. We can sit here and try to do the same hairstyle. It's going to be different. You're going to have your sauce, and I'm going to have my sauce. It is what it is. But you're going to get the best from me, and you're going to get the best from them.
That's good money.
Don't be fading out in the background. That Henny is working. Yeah. I had to see about that Henny tonight, y'all. Yeah, man.
I know we don't have any crabs for tonight's dinner.
We don't have no crabs for dinner at all. Yeah. No, we do not. No crabs at all. So, guys, listen, if you have not, we are on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. Tell your friends and your family and all the peoples about us. And we just want to keep coming on here to share some love and share some knowledge. It was another rough week this week. The salon was slow as hell because of the snow and everything. But you know, we just gonna keep pushing through no matter what. Yep.
That's what we do.
Yes. God's grace is always on us. So that we just gonna keep on moving. Trying to be a blessing to people.
That's exactly what we do.
Yeah. So what kind of what takeaway can you give to good people tonight, Mr. Flag? Mr. Flag.
Well, trust the process was a Philadelphia slogan when they had believed that they were going to tank, lose a whole bunch of games.
The Philadelphia what?
76ers.
Oh, the 76ers.
And they were going to lose a bunch of games and then get all these draft picks and then build a fantastic team. Somehow along the line, people start questioning the process. People start trying to tweak the process and change it, but they didn't. They lost what they were trying to do. So now we have a team that is not quite what it's supposed to be because they didn't basically trust the process. Now, when you trust the process, because you can have it all, because once you ask for it, God can give you everything, but you got to learn how to receive it. That's the once you ask for it, and it's been manifested.
You got to believe it. That's that faith.
And you believe it.
Yes.
But you got to learn how to receive the whole thing. But if you're still questioning your judgment, questioning your steps, asking stupid questions that have no answers to them, why is this happening to me all the time? Why is this happening to us? Or why is it so hard? If you keep questioning the process, then it's going to slow the process up. But if you go full in,
and just take the punches.
Full in and take whatever the process is,
Yes.
and just have a light, and just look at that light at the end of the tunnel, and realize you're doing it for the right reason. We do this because it makes us feel good. We never, I never heard you say, or you never heard me say, or made you feel that it was all about the money.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about that. We believe that we're going to keep giving this value out and the money's going to come eventually. But that's what I will instill in you. You keep doing what you're doing for the right reason.
That's right.
And the victory will come.
Yes.
And that's
can't
it
take
for
no
tonight.
shortcuts.
No shortcuts. No shortcuts. So we're going to see you next week about the same time.
All right. One love, people.
One love.
Be a blessing.